ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood, rattery, animalistic.
Now, I'm stitching this off of a guy that I follow, but the video of that flower Power Ranger, Lord, like, ma'am, what are you talking about?
Rattery, animalistic. This is why people have black fatigue.
So this is what we have to wake up to and talk about on a Saturday morning? Okay. When they said make America great again, I really didn't understand that we were going to be lifted up and transported back to like the 1800s. I think I missed that part of the conversation.
You know what? I'm going to just play the clip.
Black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood, that they want to praise this woman. But what she did is not praiseworthy. But also on the same hand, please remember that every day that us white people get on this app, we get called racial slurs. So if you don't want to be called a racial slur, you also have to stop calling people racial slurs.
So first, it was woke. Then it was DEI. And now, black fatigue. What's ironic about this is when you look up black fatigue, the actual definition, it means us being sick and tired of their ray-rayness. It doesn't mean what she means for it to mean, which is them being sick of us. But what I can't understand is how people like this can both be the perpetrator, but also play the victim at the exact same time. You get to commit the act and reap the rewards from the victimhood. That is an amazing talent, honestly. I don't know how you do it, but you do. You know,
the woman who called a 5-year-old a racial slur. My first impression after watching the video, a little bit of white trash. I have to be honest, the kid was 5. I have worked with 5-year-olds for the last 15 years. Absolutely everything they do is out of pocket. They're like little unhinged drunk people. Nothing they do makes sense. A 5-year-old is capable of rifling through somebody's bag and taking things that don't belong to them. Ask any kindergarten teacher. But I realize why so many people are wanting to defend this, because black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood, that they want to praise this woman. But what she did is not praiseworthy. But also on the same hand, please remember that every day that us white people get on this app, we get called racial slurs every single day. So if you don't want to be called a racial slur, you also have to stop calling people racial slurs. You can't talk out of both sides of your mouth. But for the love of God, please leave the children out of it. Adults are stupid. They're going to do stupid things. But you're a different level.
All I see in this video is this white lady waking up, sitting into her car, and decides to attack black people. She is literally into black people's businesses and talking about replacing DEI with black fatigue. How is it her concerned? Why is she concerned? Hello, it is Sumi here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. All my returning subscribers, you guys, thank you so much for the love and support. I honestly don't take none of you for granted. And of course, tap on that bell so that every time I upload anything here, you're always notified. So I woke up onto this video from this white lady into black businesses. Again, she literally says that now black people have replaced DEI with black fatigue. And the reason is because she is literally trying to show that she is tired of black people coming out always and complaining about many things. But for me, all I see, black people are like that because of them. Because when you look at black fatigue, this is some type of stage in life. Black people, they're like into some type of trauma or even depression because of these white people, because of the things they do to them. Now, for the fact that black people can literally stand out and speak to themselves, it has literally pissed off these people, and now they are calling it black fatigue. That they are literally tired. They are tired of black people. They are tired of black people coming out and complaining about some things. So they literally expect black people to keep quiet and just enjoy their nonsense. I don't know what even I'm reacting on right now, guys, but let us watch these clips from the original people who have literally reacted on them. And of course, shout out to them, to these creators, for the great work they are doing. Let me know what you think about these videos.
Stupid when you bring kids into it. Thanks for coming to my
So basically what this woman is saying is that two things can be true at the same time. And I said this the other day when this whole situation first broke out, and then we had the panel on Monday night where I basically said that white people are starting to get fed up, and that is the whole premise behind Black Fatigue, is that nobody wants you to continue to play victim for the rest of your life. They tired of being held accountable for things that their ancestors did. They tired of you blaming all of your failures and the things that you weren't able to accomplish on white people. They're tired of you sitting there saying that you're a victim every single day, regardless of what your circumstance is, regardless of what you've been given, regardless of all of the affirmative action, regardless of the fact that you're saying that you're the most educated, but really you're the most enrolled. They tired of you blaming your debt on the system. They tired of you saying that white men are the problem. They tired of you asking for programs, and they're tired of being held accountable for the decisions that you're making every single day.
She'll be watching her back for the rest of her life. Yeah, because that's not thuggery, hoodrattery, animalistic. This is why people have Black fatigue. When you act like this, it's not normal behavior. People do stupid stuff. People say stupid stuff. That's life. It's not normal to threaten to unalive people because you don't like what they're doing. But here we are. People are getting sick and tired of opening up TikTok and seeing brawls on cruise ships, brawls in the airport, like literally the most ghetto behavior. We're tired. We're tired of it. But then whining and complaining and acting like it's not your fault that you act that way. Yeah.
And so that comment proved her right. And for whatever reason, y'all think that white people don't have eyes, that people that are not black don't have eyes, and they can't see how ghetto a lot of this is. And then I have to pay for it because I got to go outside and then account for what you did. People are tired.
Black fatigue is a term that non-black people are using to express the fact that they are sick and tired of being held accountable for saying and doing whatever the hell they want to black people. They're sick and tired of black people bucking up at the system, bucking up at people, telling people, hey, you shouldn't be saying that to us. Hey, you cannot do this to us. Hey, we will not let you disrespect us. Hey, we will not let you say whatever you want and do what you want to us. People are sick and tired of being told no. That is what black fatigue is. You guys are being told no and you don't like it, especially white people. Y'all not used to black people telling you no. You don't like that. So whenever you see these white folks talk about some black fatigue, they can paint it however they want to. They can sit here and say, oh, we're just sick and tired of you guys complaining all the time. No, you guys are sick and tired of being held accountable. That's what it is.
So here's my honest opinion about black fatigue. Black fatigue actually exists. However, black fatigue does not exist in a way that a lot of non-black people think. It has nothing to do with race and everything to do with culture. It is the culture, the society, and the environment you are raised in. It has nothing to do with race, and it never was about race, because if it was about race, then every black person would be acting like that. Black fatigue is a poison well that is consumed by certain locations and environments. Another majorly important factor is accountability. If black people in general don't hold each other and others accountable for our and their actions, there will be no change within our communities. The destruction of property and violence, the need to be extremely fucking loud and ratchet for no reason. I've seen some of these videos from non-white people talking about the black fatigue, and they do have a point. And for the black people who is watching this, believe me, I did not want to hear any of this shit from non-black people. However, some of them, not all of them, because some of them were just straight up racist, but some of them had some solid points. When it comes to gentrification, credit score, stimulus check, lack of funding for black public schools and neighborhoods, government, the CIA, United Healthcare, all of this was targeted towards the black community so we can end up how we are today. At this moment in 2025, the CIA and the government, they're running on autopilot because we're doing the work for them. They have done enough damage towards the black community that they can sit back, crack open a fucking beer, and watch us tear each other apart. The United States' greatest weapon they have on the black community is the black community not holding each other accountable for our actions. Truthfully, we need to start doing that more. We need to follow in our ancestors' footsteps, because what they had back then, they had it right. Not everything has to change and not everything has to be progressive. There are some things that they done in the past was better as it was, and that's completely fine. I am not saying we should just roll over and let them do what they want to do. Instead of only striving for black excellence, we should also strive for black power. Allow the ratchet, the ghetto, the ignorant and uneducated, I have mutual love for them because they are my brothers and sisters. Even then, most of the time, I do not associate with them. But it's because of people like this that exist in our community that gets the spotlight and paints the picture of what black people seem like. They get all the attention. They always end up on the news. Why? It's because they cause a distraction. They cause a problem for other people. And you know who are the first ones to put us on the internet? You guessed it, the media. Hell, even our own people do it as well, for clout, for fame, for money. They sell out our own people, make us look bad just to fill up their pockets. And that is another problem to address in our community. Stop labeling us and stop painting us negatively just to make yourself look better or richer. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, when people like this in our community gets the spotlight, many people automatically assume that we are a monolith and we act like them. It's either you are ghetto, loud, and trashy, or you are whitewashed. They never look in between the lines and understand that black people are completely far from a monolith and we can be absolutely anything we want. Every non-black person, and yes, that includes every person of color, they always go out of their way to tell us that they are not a monolith, that they are all different. We are too. But while we have our own issues, it's important to teach history, but it's also important that we do what we can to change what is happening now. That is all I have to say on the matter. This is Onyx, and I'll see you guys next.
BlackFatigue has showed me one thing. These people are tired of seeing us enjoy ourselves despite everything that's going on around us. So let's ramp it up. Let's ramp it up. We had Kendrick, Super Bowl, Beyonce, halftime. We got both of them touring right now. We just had the Black Ass Met Gala. We got Sinners that came out. You know what I'm saying? We got Philly won the Super Bowl. Let's ramp this shit up. If they think they're exhausted now, just wait till November. It's only gonna get blacker from here.
So it comes to my attention that a lot of these, and that they've been feeling black fatigued. What the fuck are you even talking about? That's one. That's just one right there. And then two, if anything, I feel like majority of the population is more so of the fatigue, if anything. If you haven't heard, they're basically trying to say that they're tired of black people. That's just more of the story. They're tired of black people. They're tired of how we act. They're tired of that we always playing victim in their work. And they're basically saying a lot of their friends agree with that. Like, everyone's tired of black people. One, y'all motherfuckers brought us here. We wasn't asking to be in this bitch. Two, y'all not tired of black people. Y'all tired of consequences after y'all be fucking racist and prejudiced every fucking day. Y'all tired of being doxxed after doing and saying something racist. They're just tired of accountability. And I feel like that's never going to end, babe. I would never care. They will never make me feel uncomfortable in any space that I'm in. And if I'm gonna be honest, prepared to be even more fucking sick and fatigued all motherfucking day. Because I promise you, nothing that y'all could say or do will ever strike fear in my heart. In any of the black community's heart. I hope so. Hope not. Black people just be existing. And y'all just don't like us. And the thing about it is, we don't really care. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Like, I don't wake up every day wanting to be accepted by a Caucasian person. Like, that's not my dream in life. I feel about this whole thing. I really feel like it's weird. Like, I just feel like, why everybody's so worried about us? Like, when is it gonna stop? We can't help that we set trends and do things better than a lot of motherfuckers. Like, I feel like that's not our fault.
Now guys, I don't know if you've watched this video up to this far, so if you've watched it up to this far, I'm thinking you have enjoyed it. I don't know what to think about it. Put it down in the commentary, but all I can say is black fatigue is a real thing, and this is something that most black Americans are literally going through in America. They can't avoid it. Most of them are in an environment that is already broken, so how can they really avoid it? I mean, I don't know. So endeavor to subscribe on the channel. Let us meet in another episode that I'll be uploading later on or tomorrow. See ya.